Welcome to another episode of Lost Railway Towns. I think this is episode 4 now. Another Derbyshire town, and we're in the little place of Heanor. Is it that the right pronunciation, Heanor?
Yeah, no, you can't get that one wrong. Yeah, Heanor.
Well, I didn't think Heanor.
Heanor, if you really want to.
That's how it's spelled.
You could say that one.
Not a massive place, to be honest. I didn't realise that this was a town in its own right before you said, "Oh, we need to do Heanor."
Yeah.
So there you go. We learned something. What's population?
17 and a half, roughly, 17,500. So it's
quite a decent, it's all part of the Nottingham commuter corridor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ripley's not far away. Langley Mill isn't, again, it's only a mile or so away, isn't it, Langley Mill? And that does still have a railway station. All these towns around here seem to be joined together, don't they? They're developed in such a way that the estates that they keep adding on are kind of making them all into one big urban sprawl, really. So 2 stations in Heanor. The first one to arrive was this location on the Midland Railway. Now, this is the line between Langley Mill and Ripley. Yeah. And this green area, you can see that the railway line was in a cut-in. And this has all been filled in. And again, we covered this, didn't we, Phil? We came here on that day we covered this line from Ripley all the way to Langley Mill.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we did that a while ago.
Yeah, 3 years looking at what remains. So it's just a park now. And I don't believe, apart from part of a wall that we'll show you in a minute, I don't think there's any remains of this station. It's just been levelled, hasn't it? Just been levelled up. You'd never know.
I guess like there's a station house, but I can't obviously see it by looking from here. And you can normally tell, can't you?
There's nothing that sticks out, is there?
No, unless it's the white one there. It's been redone up a little bit because it's just above where the cutting was, but I can't see an obvious one at all.
We commented about those that row of terraced houses last time that we could see on the maps, didn't we? And you can see on that old photograph just in front of the bridge that had just been in front there. There was a footbridge as well going between the platforms. Not very inspiring as an old station site, is it, Phil? But it's probably going to be more than we see at some locations doing this series. So at least you can stand here and say.
But an untrained eye, or anybody wouldn't know, would they?
No, you wouldn't.
Not even if you're an expert and stuff. You'd sit here and you think, well, there's a green area, but so what? It doesn't mean there was anything here. It's very, very difficult to see any clue whatsoever.
No, it's not uncommon to find green spaces like this in the middle of towns, is it?
No.
So 1890, the Midland station opened. 1826, closed to passengers. 1951, closed to goods. So what's Heanor famous for? Struggling for this one, to be honest. It's a market town. Again, like a lot of places around here, coal mining, big for coal mining, several collieries within a very short distance of Heanor. Textiles as well. Famous people. John Varley gets a mention related to canals. If you know that name, there's a boat named after John Varley II on Chesterfield Canal up at Tapton.
What about Heanor Town ex-footballers?
Oh yeah, Nigel Pearson, Nigel Clough.
Nigel Clough, yeah, that's another I can think of, yeah. Oh, the Ladybird books, if anyone remember them. Douglas Keane.
Douglas Keane?
Yeah.
And what was he famous for?
He was famous for the designer of the Ladybird books, and they were quite famous when I was young, when we all loved them. And
you learned everything from Ladybird books, didn't you?
Oh yeah, there was interesting stuff, yeah. I remember them vividly for school. They used to have like a grade on the front, 1A, 1B, 1C, then 2A, and the further you went in. But the pictures and that were amazing, and they're still popular now. I think they've got a cult following. I think they're even probably worth a few quid, those Ladybird books are.
And this post here, this bit of wall remains of the bridge, is the only thing that remains really of the station. It wasn't just the Midland Railway in Heanor. A year later, we had the Great Northern Railway arrived. 1891, their Great Northern Station opened, and it was not officially called it, but I think it was referred to as Heanor Gate Station, wasn't it, this one?
Yeah, they even call the industrial estate now Heanor Gate Industrial Estate. So
yeah.
It's carried on there.
And this was a dead end, just on its own little spur, wasn't it? This?
Almost a dead end, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know the full story, but I'm sure I read that there was plans originally to keep driving in the direction towards Codnor, Swanwick and Altham with some sort of, survey was done, but it never came to fruition. Now, whether that's why they built a bridge on Heanor Gate Station or not, I don't know if that's the reason. We'll probably never know.
And this what we're walking on at the moment, this is the track bed of that Great Northern Railway. So what's this called, Phil? Nutbrook?
Yeah, I call it Nutbrook Trail. It loosely follows the Nutbrook Canal, but it kind of follows this line and the canal in places, but neither of them on it all the way.
So again, like a lot of places that you visit that have got multiple lines, multiple stations, they have the same name. You know what I mean? There was no differentiating on a railway timetable between each Heanor. But in 1950, they renamed them Heanor North and Heanor South.
Ooh,
I can't remember which way around it was now.
Same as Pleasley.
Yeah, and you could argue that neither of those stations were really convenient for the centre of Heanor. They're not what you'd call central or convenient.
No, not at all, no. This is further afield from the centre than the other one, the Midland one actually.
So the site of Heanor Gate Station, this is it. So this was a bridge, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think where we stood now, this road's had quite a bit of an alignment done, probably in the 70s and 80s, look. It came down basically where we are now. You can see, if you follow the pavement a bit to the right there, you can sort of see it coming along where we are now, look. So the road's been skewed over after they removed this bridge, because this bridge that we are on the site of used to be a bit narrower. So they got rid of the bridge, moved the road over, and the reason it was a bridge is you can see at the angle of those two houses there's a little edge shunt there next to the station master's house.
Yeah.
On the left there, look, and it came under there to edge shunt. Maybe at one time of day it would have carried on towards, I don't know, Ripley if the plans had come to fruition.
You can see it's quite clearly on the maps, can't you? On old maps, where the new houses are now. And you were just saying as we was driving up about these bricks possibly being reused from the bridge.
Well, on closer inspection, I don't think this is. I don't think
they're the same type of
bricks. It could be, and I'm only punting here, that this could be one side of the bridge, because this was the road, I believe. Here, look. I believe it was here, because it falls into line with the old road behind the sign there, look. The Heanor sign, the road used to edge down there, look, along here, and they dismantled it. I doubt they would have kept this up, would they? But I certainly think they could have pinched the bricks, because it goes on. There'd be a lot of bricks, won't there, if they're not bridged down?
Recycled the bricks.
I mean, them houses are all prominent on when the station was here, so it was just down here with access steps going down from the road, I believe.
And that building just in front there, it looks like quite a familiar design. That you see quite a few in that design, like Station House at Clown in that design as well. Well, that's the old station house for Heanor Gate Station.
If you came by here in a car with a train down, oh look, there's a station house. You struggle to try and work out where the connection is
to the train. Yeah. But you know, Phil, that's what this series is all about. Some places are going to be more inspiring than others. Yeah. You get a town that's lost a railway, that's lost multiple railway stations. It's just all about documenting what's here today, you know.
I bet at least 90% of people living in here probably don't even know that there was ever a station here, let alone two.
No. So cheers for everybody for watching. Thanks to everyone who supports the channel. Thanks to everyone who buys me a coffee, sends me a super thanks. Channel members especially, much appreciated. So we'll see you soon on another video. Ta-ra.